Hi all, welcome to my channel. I'm Matt, this is Max Mods, and today guys we're going to be doing our USS Enterprise build. So we are going to do stage 41 of Build the Enterprise D. Now we've got a saucer panel to do today, and we're also going to be finally putting the blast bay on our cobra neck section of our battle bridge. So yeah, this is going to be quite a bit to do today. Fairly looking forward to it though. And hopefully everything will go okay. So yeah, and I can also finally put on a piece that I've saved from stage 27, I believe. That can finally go on today, and I'll explain why I did that again. I did explain at the time while I was doing it, but I'll explain again why I kept it off and didn't put it on. But more of that when we get up to the build desk, which we'll do now. So with all that said, let's get modelling.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
Okay, so like we start most of these now, we've got another saucer panel to do. So we're just going to put the lifeboats, the windows in. So let's get these in, and we need to obviously follow the directions in the magazines for this one. I just keep it as it is, as standard. I know there are different lighting options that you could do, but I don't know that much about the next generation, to be honest, to even comprehend to do something like that. Okay, so I still love the I still love Star Trek, but yeah, these are being a bit of a pain today. The hardest one sometimes can be where the screw pegs are. And it was the black one. Oh, when I'm all fingers. Oh, still doing it. Okay, keep going. Quite a few black ones on this. See if he gives us any spare ones this time. Okay. And now the bottom row. Okay. Yeah. The end ones. So yeah, quite a few blacked out windows on this one. This time. Okay. Right, so we've got 3 spare black windows. So we'll put the clear ones in now. Keep going. Come on. Sometimes you just don't want to go in the place that you're asking him to, which can be a bit of a pain. Making sure they're all sitting flat as well. Okay, last row and we will be done. Okay, that is the last row. Brilliant, and we've got 5 clear left and 3 black left, so that's not too bad. Okay, so we have another reflector panel to put on. That's just going to sit on like so. We've got another wire to put in, LEDs. This is 41H, and it wants us to put the black and yellow in. So that is literally going to go onto there. Sometimes it's easier just to place it on top like that. Okay, we need to secure that in with 3 BP screws. So 1, 2, and 3. See, with this build, we've got the top saucer section panel all done. We will have all the panels on the underneath. So this build is, I don't think we're even halfway through this yet. One, two, three. We'll come just at the bottom here. Okay. Right, so turning the page of magazine, need to bring the saucer section over. So what I'll do is I'll just stop recording, bring that over, and then we'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I've got a side camera out so you can get a better view of this. So this is where we're going to be working. And we're going to be working on this panel here now. Like this is always, yeah, interesting how they do this. So what we want is we want the lead to go up through here. And then take out this blue and red wire. And then this is going to go down onto here. And then it wants us to put the blue and the red wire in place. Well, that's, oh no, I thought that had gone straight in then, but okay, now that's in, I'm just going to check them BP screws. Just check them nice and tight. Okay, so with that in place, we need to now put this into place, and this is just going to sit in just there. Now it wants to secure this in with 2 CP screws. Okay, that's one in. And that's 2 in. Okay, next it wants us to actually test this wire. So I am going to do that. I have my test board. Okay, now that is illuminated. I'm just going to take the masking tape off, and there you can see that all lovely and illuminated. Just sort of, there we go, fantastic. Now we'll just unplug that. Oh, maybe not the, yeah, that cable. What it wants us to do next is we just turn this back around. It wants us to actually group some of these wires together. So it wants these, this wire, wants us to group them together, and then wants us to secure it to the skeletal section. So it's going to come up round here, and it wants to secure it to a panel just here. Now we have been given some ties to do this. So let's get my tweezers. Okay, so make sure they're all properly through. Now I believe these will be going on to a different circuit board than the one we've already got, because we get 3 circuit boards in the saucer section. Okay, so them wires are all nice and tidy now, and then if I just get my sprue cutters and snip off the excess. Fantastic. Okay, so that is us done with our saucer section. So I'm just going to pause the camera, because now we're going to be working back on our battle bridge section. So back in a sec.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here we are with our battle bridge. So we've got the last reflective panel to put on this. Now I've got this paneling already in place, so we're going to be putting this onto there. Now we do need, I'm just going to try and work this. Right, now we do need to put these wires in place. I'm just seeing how this actually, which way around this is going to go. I think it's going to go around that way, to be honest with you. Oops. Yeah, right, so without, I just had to untangle myself, so I did have it the correct way. Okay, so just ignoring everything I've just done there, we need to put these wires in. So we've got a black and white one. That one's going to go at the top here. A little bit fiddly to do. And we need to actually bend it as well. Okay, so that is in place. Now I'm going to put 2 CP screws just up there to hold that wire in place. And then I'll put in the bottom LED. So first CP screw. I don't want it going anywhere. So nice to have this all buttoned up. Okay, so I'm just making sure they're tight, because I don't want that wire coming out. Okay, so the last wire we've got is another yellow and black one, and that's just going to be going at the bottom. And again, we can bend that wire upwards. Okay, and then securing it down there with another CP screw. So it's 3 CP screws all together. Okay, right, so with all that in place, The next thing wants us to do, now some people have left this out, I'm undecided yet whether to do that, but this little piece here is for the torpedo bay. Now that, it's really difficult to see if you are putting this in, what orientation it goes in. I think it fits in. I think I know now why some people have left this out. Oh, right, dropped it. Yeah. Saying it just kind of slots in. There's a slot for it to go in. Oh. Okay, sorry about that, guys. The camera stopped working. So it goes in just basically like that. I'm going to see how it all buttons up once it's all together. So what we need to do next is we need to thread these wires through and connect this panel in. Oh my word. Right. So no, we don't want any wires trapped in this at all. Just making sure that certain LEDs are bent where they should be bent. At the front we need to make sure we get in. Don't fit that in, we're going to be in trouble. Right, that is just all of them more or less of a sudden just slotted together. Now that front lens for that torpedo thing is not wanting to line up. I think I am probably going to end up leaving this thing off, because it seems to be more of a pain than it actually is going to the aesthetics for the model. I more or less did have it all lined up and all. Now put that back on. Okay. Let's try again. Ensure all times where my wires are. Think we are in, and that torpedo bit is in as well. Wow. Right, and make sure no wires are caught here, because we're going to screw this in. So just making sure, like, there's a wire at the top here. That one's not going to get caught anywhere. I'm going to check to see if they're all working, which they are. So we can secure this down now. That went a lot smoother than what I thought. So this needs to be secured in with 3 BM screws. Now this could be tough. I am going to dip in oil. Okay, so here we go. One. Oh man, just looking at this from the front. Whew, she looks beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Okay, we'll get another BM screw in this end. Yep, we're all lined up. Yep, that's going in. To make sure everything's aligned. Okay, last one. Okay, our cobra neck is in place. Everything is lighting up, which means we've got no trapped LEDs. Everything is looking perfect. Now, one thing we need to put on, which I have actually kept off, is this piece here from stage 27. Now, I kept this off because during the build it was kept asking for this to be removed when putting these side panels on. So you'd loosen the screws on this and then put these 2 side panels on. I decided not to do that. I left mine off because I thought, well, you're just going to be unscrewing it, rescrewing it, unscrewing it, rescrewing it. So I left mine off, but now, because I've got all the panels on, I'm going to put this on. So we just put this on here, and then we screw this in with 5 BM screws. So I've got my pot here of spare screws. I would have put the spare ones for these anyway in here. So it was just, when you look at it and it's saying, right, you need to unscrew it and then you need to put it back in again and you need to unscrew it. Just leave it off until to the end, until you can then put it on. Just think ahead. So I'm going to put these in and then I'm going to tighten them up. And we'll have a finished cobra neck. Now, where the screw holes are, we will get panel covers to put on them. But I'm not going to put mine on because in case we have problems in the future where there might be a short or there might be just something that might go wrong, I'm just going to leave mine off and then I can still access the screws. Which I think is the most sensible option. So I just sort of put them in with my PH1 and now I'm just going to go in and tighten all these up. They do go quite far down. Do these? You see what I mean? It would have been a pain just to unscrew these, rescrew them, unscrew them. re-screw them again. Just do it this way. Tough screws to get in, even with 3-in-1 oil. But they're in. Wow. Okay, that is more or less one finished battle bridge section. That's one side there. That's that side there. With the lights on that side. We've even got the green flashing navigation light. Go around this side. We've got the red navigation flashing light. We go to the back. Oh, that's lit up. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's really quite heavy as well. But I am really, really chuffed with that. I'm just going to turn that off. Obviously, we can take off our section here. And that's where we can get to our batteries. Actually, when this connects to the saucer, you don't actually have this piece on anyway. So, yeah. But wow. Really wow. So, I'm really chuffed with that. That was been a pleasure to build today. And, yeah. When you complete something like that and you look at the lines of it, oh man, really, really nice. And I think I'm glad I've gone to put that photon torpedo lens in. Obviously I did change the colour of mine, so yeah, amazing. So that is stage 41 done. Well guys, that's it for our Enterprise build today. Wow, all I can say is wow, really, really nice. And that neck section, oh wow, I'm really, really impressed with it. I've got to admit, I'm so glad I chose to do this model again. Really, I mean, I know I'd never completed the first one I did. I think I only got to pack 2 or 3 or something. I'm glad I stuck with it and decided to do it again and finish it because it looks amazing. Really, really amazing. I'm really chuffed. I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, I'm going to go now and I'm just going to go and probably admire that battle bridge because it looks amazing. Anyway guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, stay safe and bye for now.